Alright, so there's one group of content creators that 9 times out of 10, they're always perverts. I don't know what it is about these specific people, but in time, they always get exposed. And the group of people I'm talking about is Minecraft and Roblox YouTubers. Well, what's sad is I don't even need to give you an example of content creators that have been exposed for doing pedo type shit. I guarantee as soon as I said that statement, you instantly, I didn't have to name drop anyone. That's how disgusting they are. And I'm just thinking, like, why is this? Why is like Roblox and Minecraft a game that just attracts these weirdos? And a lot of times it's because their food source is there. And by food source, I mean their prey, which is little fucking children. Majority of kids that play video games all play Roblox and Minecraft. And by no means am I saying these games are bad games. I don't think it's the game itself's fault, of course. But there's for sure certain introductory games, then as their personality expands, they'll move on to other games. For instance, a lot of our parents, they played maybe Mario Kart. Some of us maybe played Pokemon. One that introduced me to the whole kind of gaming scene was Halo. So it just really kind of depends on your generation and age of which game kind of gets you hooked. But Minecraft, and I want to say Roblox, are definitely the modern equivalent of like Mario Kart or Halo for today's kids. Hell, you can play Minecraft in schools. So you have a certain group of adults that don't go outside much. They go where the supply is indeed high, and they manipulate little kids. Like, do you know how fucked up in the head you have to be to sit on your ass hours a day? Message kids, like you have to put in work because you have to convince them to get off the platform and message you on a social media website. Well, what's even disgusting is like some of these kids might even be so young that they don't even have a social media account, but maybe they create one just to message these weirdos. And it gets me angry because like you have to be a manipulative person to even do that. And I'm not talking about normal manipulative. Hell, I can't even say the damn word right, but like you have to be demonic at that point, man. So you have to convince them to get off of the game, and you have to constantly escalate the situation. And people don't realize this, man, but when these pedos get like exposed, they strategize a lot of this shit. Don't get me wrong, there's some that get caught, but a lot of them don't get caught. There was some statistic that was out there talking about child trafficking specifically, that it's actually been increasing throughout the years. What's crazy is a lot of times you can look at someone and say, okay, yeah, this guy probably does some fucked up shit. You guys ever seen like the meme of like your average Discord mod and it's some like really overweight dude with hella pimples, 0 friends, 0 food discipline? Like a lot of times the image fits the stereotype. And I'm not even saying if you play Minecraft or Roblox you're weird, but I guarantee the content creator you watch that does still play it probably is. And there's like a whole bunch of different variables that might go into play on why these kids are being manipulated and why they are being almost groomed into falling victim to a weirdo on the internet. And I remember even back in the COD days, this was actually pretty common, man. There were like a lot of chicks that would be on Xbox, specifically like the Xbox 360 days. So around MW3 to about like Black Ops 2 era, that's when I was like extremely active. But yeah, I would hear stories all the time, man, of these chicks like going into parties and then like grown ass men hitting on them and shit, knowing that they're fucking underage. I remember one time, man, there was this guy back on Xbox 360. I'm gonna have to get on my old profile and see what's going on with that, but I'm pretty sure he's removed, but I remember confronting him about it. You know how you can look on your friends list and see who's in the party with whomever? That's what I did, and I remember he was in the party with this chick, and this chick was actually playing with us a lot, but it turns out this chick was about what, like 12? And the guy she would be in the party with, he was in his 20s. And me and her, we were around the same age because like I said, those are like what, Black Ops 2 type era, so I was pretty young myself. But still though, like everyone knew she was like around my age, everyone knew she was young. A lot of times you can tell by the voice, but she physically said through her microphone that she was in a certain grade. And we used to be on 360 a lot, so sometimes you used to go to sleep in the party, and or maybe you might have like a long gaming session and you might even forget who's in that particular party. So one of my friends ended up falling asleep, and then a 20-year-old guy and a 13-year-old guy were talking, but they didn't know that he was still in the party. So the guy who was asleep woke back up, you know, was eating, and we used to have like these long ass COD sessions. You guys know this, right? Like, when we used to grind COD 24/7, man. We used to have races as friends on who can get max prestige. Like, that was a thing to do, man. Like, Call of Duty BO2 days, chilling or whatever, man. Maybe you and your friends are playing separate games, but you're all just chilling in that Xbox party. Those good old days. So anyways, back to the story. My friend woke up because he was the one that was asleep. Then he just heard them talking, and I remember him telling me that this guy was literally trying to get at her and like trying to move her off the platform so he can like eventually close the deal, if you know what I mean. But relating to Minecraft and Roblox, it's almost as if these weirdos are attracted to those games like a moth is the light, and it's fucking scary. Like, it's genuinely scary. Like, there's dark sides of the internet, of course, but the whole Minecraft and Roblox scene of weirdos is just on a different level. Like, there's certain like communities to where I just believe it's just a higher percentage and a higher likelihood of attracting a certain group of person. And I was thinking of maybe like a solution to this whole thing, and I want you all to let me know of what could be a solution. I get it, it's kind of one of those things that's impossible to prevent. There's always going to be weirdos. The internet itself was kind of created to not be controlled. So no matter how weird you want to get, there's pockets of the internet that's there for you. But one really good thing, or one really good preventive measure, I believe would be great, is that, hey, maybe before, or not even before, once every month, there's a video that you cannot skip that all kids must watch that talks about being safe on Minecraft and Roblox, meaning that they show examples of manipulation tactics that people might use. And you're probably all wondering, hey, isn't this the parents' responsibility? Abso-fucking-lutely. But most parents are morons, and the internet is kind of like ever changing. But I do think that there needs to be something like that. And as a developer, if I were to develop a game, which I actually am, fun fact, and I knew that kids were oftentimes led off of my gaming platform to a very bad place, then I would implement something like that. I believe it's something that isn't difficult. Of course, it's gonna require a little bit more development time, but still, I think that's very important. Instead of like fucking, and what's crazy is the US government has never thought of that. Like, making that a requirement for US developers, because hell, half these politicians do the same. That's like a whole nother video itself, but it just goes to show you, like, a lot of people are just out of the loop. And believe it or not, majority of people alive today are the older generation. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but statistically speaking, there's more older people than younger people. The majority of people that are leading this country are also old, and they're worried about the wrong shit. So these Minecraft YouTubers, man, some that you might watch are these Roblox YouTubers. You have to really keep a close eye on them. But anyways, you all really like these rant type of videos, and let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts and opinions on this. How would you solve this issue if it can be solved? I thought I actually gave a pretty good solution to at least like reduce the amount of people getting manipulated. Like, just have mandatory videos that play once a month. I don't think anyone would be bothered by it once a month. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new. Peace.